There are goats on the beach. Welcome back to our Japan series. If you watched the previous video, you know we are in Okinawa. And after exploring the island above water, it's time to do what Okinawa is really famous for. Okinawa isn't just beaches and tropical vibes. It's one of the best places to scuba dive in Japan. The water here can be unbelievably clear. The reefs are full of color, and if you are lucky, you might even spot sea turtles, sharks, and even manta rays. So in this video we are going diving for 2 days in some of the best dive spots around Okinawa, and I will share everything you need to know about diving in Japan. In our hotel the breakfast starts at 7 and now it's 5 to 7, so we are waiting to at least to grab something before going for a dive. They will pick up us at 7:15, so 15 minutes is enough for us to have some food. Our breakfast is buffet and it has everything, a lot of things, even pizza. But I want to stay hydrated and I want to be quick, so that's why I chose some fruits and one pastry. Most dive centers in Okinawa are based in Naha, and Naha is definitely one of the best places to stay on the island. Many dive operators offer free pickup from hotels in Naha and take you directly to the port where you will board the boat for the day. However, if you are staying in other parts of Okinawa, you will usually need to arrange your own transport to the port or the dive shop. So that's something important to consider when choosing where to stay. One thing we notice in Okinawa Island is like you need to book your dives in advance before getting here. So there are so many different dive sites here, but not all of them offer English speaking. But I will put the name of the dive site that they have English instructor down in the description. You can just check them and email them, and before going to Okinawa you need to contact them. We arrive here, it is like 10 minutes from our hotel, which is in Naha, and the boat is not ready. Look at me. It's a laundry bag. I put my wetsuit and my mask in the laundry bag. It's so hard when you don't travel for only the purpose of diving to carry every gear that you have for diving, because you have to carry it all the way around. So I brought my wetsuit because I prefer to wear my own wetsuit rather than rent it, while Bruno prefer this time to just rent it. It's easier, I understand, but you know, some divers do something in their wetsuit, so I don't trust it. Kerama National Park is considered one of the best diving areas in Japan, and it's easy to see why. Usually it takes around 40 minutes to an hour to reach the Kerama Islands from Naha, depending on the sea conditions. The hardest part of scuba diving is putting on the gear and putting on the wetsuit. Literally, I'm sweating just dressing up. And probably we will dive here. For now, someone went to check out the situation. If it's too windy and there are strong currents, we might move. The water is so clear, we can see the bottom. We are in Japan. Instead of we preparing our own gear, they prepare it for us. I love it. I can be lazy a bit. This is my anti-fog mask, and actually one of the issues that most divers they have when their masks get foggy. Since I got this one, I always wear this mask because it doesn't get foggy and it's perfect, comfortable. I leave the link in the description so you can purchase the same one or different color, and I think I have a discount code for you. Kerama is actually a group of islands, and each one offers a slightly different diving experience, from shallow coral gardens to deeper vaults and reef dives. Our first dive today is around Mae Island, one of the smaller islands in Kerama group. The best time to dive here is generally between late spring and early autumn, when the water is warmer and conditions are more stable. And on a good day like today, the visibility can reach up to 30 meters. Now we changed the location. We came here, so we are going to dive here. The visibility is great. The first dive was amazing. We saw two snakes. First dive was the other side of Mae Island, and now we are in this side. We just went around. So here we have some sand bottom, like we are diving around here, and it's sandy, and then we are going to the reef coral. So there is a chance to see white tip sharks. The sand reflects the sunlight so softly that everything felt brighter underwater. Then slowly the coral began to appear, colorful formations, small reef fish, and the peaceful blue stretching out in the background. What I really love about diving here is how calm it feels. There is no strong current, no rush, and it isn't crowded. It's the kind of dive where you can truly relax. And that's exactly what makes this site such a great option even for beginner divers. There is nothing technically challenging about it. I personally love swim throughs, especially the narrow ones. There is something about gliding through natural rock formations that makes the dive feel more adventurous, and visually they are absolutely stunning. Before going into the water, we saw a turtle, but when we jumped in, it was gone. So this dive was another beautiful dive. You know, after each dive I feel so hungry, so it was a good time to have lunch. And apparently here people, they come for snorkeling. If you are not a diver, still you can come, but you won't see what we see under the water. So get your license and start scuba diving. Our third and final dive of today is in Chibishi Area. Chibishi is actually a small group of uninhabited islets located closer to Naha, which makes it a popular dive area. This site is known for its deeper blue water and rocky formations. Depth here can reach around 20 to 30 meters, which makes it suitable for advanced divers. Because of the slightly deeper profile and open water setting, this area is known for attracting larger schools of fish. You may also find reef sharks, tuna, or larger fish in the blue. Chibishi offers a different experience compared to the common reef garden dives. Oh, that was the third dive for today and the last one. And actually the marine life here wasn't huge. I saw a snake even in the last dive. I don't think anyone saw it. Even though we didn't see any big animals, but we still enjoyed it. It was very relaxing and the visibility was really great. So I'm looking forward for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing 2 more dives, or probably 3 dives. Good morning. Today again we woke up very early, the first one for breakfast here, and because we are going for a dive, but today we go a bit later, so we have time. I want to have some protein, like what Bruno usually does, so some eggs. But I don't know why scrambled eggs here in Japan, they're very runny, but they taste really good.
This is your guide?
This dive center is bigger than the previous one yesterday we did, and so they have a big shop. Even if you want to buy something before diving, you can come here, and you can rent everything here. So it's kind of convenient, but as I said, just book in advance. At least I could get rid of my wetsuit and I just put it in their bag, so they carry it to the boat, not me. But still I have towels with me in a laundry bag. These blue things are team color, and apparently here, because we don't want to get lost between the groups, each team has a different color. I mean, I never had it in whole my life, like diving, or my life of diving, and we always find each other. Even in Egypt, where the group was huge, still we could find each other. We are back again to Kerama area, but this time we are diving in Kuefu Island. Kuefu is known for its shallow sandy seabeds and scattered coral bummies that rise gently from the ocean floor. It's considered one of the most relaxed dive sites in the region. Because much of the bottom is white sand, the light reflects beautifully underwater, making the reef appear brighter and more vibrant. The site is also known for its healthy coral formations and colorful reef fish, making it a great location for underwater photography and filming. The depth here is usually moderate and is suitable for a wide range of divers, including beginners. Our visibility was around 30 meters, which made everything feel incredibly open and blue. The water temperature in October was 28 degrees, so it felt warm and very comfortable throughout the dive. Okay, the first dive is done and it was beautiful. Lots of coral reefs, lot of schools of fish. And one thing I noticed in Japan is like everything is in rush. Like when they say that the dive is 40 minutes, it's literally 40 minutes. Like when your computer hit 40, you are going up. And while when we dive, usually we just see how it goes. We just roughly say like 40 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour. But here, every single dive we had is just 40 minutes. And everything is like, just run, 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 run. When you jump to the water, you don't wait and you have to go down. And usually we do it when there is shark, but here there is no shark. So I don't know what's the reason for rush. If you know, let me know.
Now pick up here.
Okay. This dive is in Kuro Island, another beautiful site within the Kerama area. Kuro Island is known for its healthy coral reefs and diverse marine life. Because of the reef structure and slightly deeper sections, this site often attracts a wide variety of reef fish. You can typically see schools of butterfly fish, parrotfish, and angelfish moving across the coral formations. Green sea turtle are also commonly spotted around the Kerama area, and Kuro Island is one of the sites where encounters are possible. Depending on the season and current, divers may also see larger species passing through the blue, including tuna, trevally, and occasionally reef sharks. The coral here is generally well preserved, with the mix of hard coral plates and branching formations, providing shelter for smaller marine life and macro species hiding within the reef. The second dive was drift dive, and actually because of the strong currents, when we jumped into the water, we didn't have any time, so we had to just descend to 10 meters. We had to meet the group at 10 meters. Now we have 1 hour here. It's a beautiful area. Just hot baby. It wasn't too much, and I finished my lunch. I was so hungry. And I think for the third dive, I'm doing it alone. Bruno is not going with me. And while we're in Japan, I found this snack. It's my favorite Japanese snack since I arrived in Okinawa. Every day I buy this one. We moved from our spot to here, but we are not going to dive here. Our team will stay on the boat for 1 more hour, and another team is going to dive here. So we have more time on the surface, which I like it more because we can relax a bit. It's a nice place, but there are so many plastic bottles on the beach. It's a secluded island, and unfortunately not from the rubbish. There are goats on the beach. There are sea goats.
Yeah, since yesterday, my last third dive, I had a bad headache. Because of that, just decided after today, the second dive, I already had headache. So I decided to skip the third, just not to have headache the whole day again.
My final dive in Okinawa is in Uchizan, one of the more advanced and dynamic dive sites in Kerama area. Uchizan is known for its deeper profile and stronger currents compared to the calmer reef gardens we explored earlier. Because of its more exposed location, it attracts larger marine life and offers a true open ocean experience. The underwater landscape here is less about sandy seabeds and more about rocky formations, reef edges, and deeper blue water surrounding you. The current here can be strong, and dive here is actually a drift dive. Because of that, Uchizan is more suitable for experienced divers who are comfortable with reef conditions and good buoyancy control. This site is particularly famous for grey reef sharks, which are often seen cruising along the reef edges. Divers also frequently encounter large schools of fish, including trevally and barracuda. In certain seasons, manta rays have been spotted here. We were hoping to see a manta ray, but unfortunately we didn't. And that's the reality of diving. Seeing big animals always requires a bit of luck. All dive in Japan for this trip is done, and look at this. These are actually the dive site we went today. They gave us the cute sticker we can put in our vlogs. It's the best way.